need some help from the government. While Facebook is putting us on here on live, we're going to wait till it is building our audience. So make sure thing is working. I'm going to be doing what I do all the time where I see now that my audience is building. So I am going to show you. I would recommend that you follow us on Bossed Up Academy on IG, and I'm kind of watching two screens at the same time. Bossed Up Academy and on IG as well as on IG as well as on YouTube and Facebook. We are having Broke to Paid on February the 6th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is a live webinar on general business. We're going to have the stimulus updates, the latest stimulus information, because we're going through weekly meetings right now with the SBA so that we can give you the latest information. If you have any questions or comments, please do drop them in the comment section and I'll be glad to answer them. But we're going to go over the new stimulus package. So let's go there first. EDIL, which is the portal directly through the SBA, that's on their website. That is where you're going to get the $10,000 grant. If you have not applied within that portal last time, you are welcome to do that. Now, if you already have a profile in the system, then you will, if you already have a profile in the system, then you will not want to create a duplicate because they are going to the system will either catch your tax ID number or your social, whatever you are using as your identifier. So you don't want to be trapped in the system as a, you don't want to be in the system as a duplicate and get flagged and possibly get audited. So if you got the loan the last time, or even if you just got the $1,000, you can apply for the rest of your $10,000 grant. You will need to contact the SBA via email, and they're recommending that you put increase in the subject line. You're going to need your 4506T because they're going to want to verify that you actually filed your taxes and that you are a legitimate business, because there was so much fraud going on the last time. So remember that if this is your first time applying for EDIL, that's through the SBA website, then go into the portal and do that. But if you already have a profile where you got $1,000 or you actually got a loan, then do not make a duplicate profile, because it's going to flag it, because it's going to catch either your social security number or your tax ID number. You must be, and they're giving priority to people that is in low income communities, and you must have suffered an economic loss greater than 30%. Also, this time it was 500 employees, but they reduced it down to 300 because they really want small businesses to do that. Also, if this is your first time applying, you can apply for the $10,000. If you got $1,000 last time, then you can go back through the email system and request the rest of your $10,000, the difference of which you already did not receive. Now, we're going to switch gears and we're going to start talking about PPP. PPP is what you actually apply through a bank or a third-party institute. That could be a credit card processing company like PayPal, some of those that, or whoever you have your credit card machines through. A lot of them are processing the PPP. Now, some people have already opened their portal for people that did not get PPP the last time. Some people, if this is going on your second drawer, then if this is going on your second drawer, it's going to be a different process for you. Also, we have a question here. So with the EDIL, if you got the loan, will they increase your loan? Yes, they will increase your loan. That's why they're looking for the 4506T. That's why you need to email the email address that was on the letter that you received from them. Actually, what I can do is drop the email in the comments. I'll drop the email in the comments for the people that are not sure of the email address, and you can ask for increase in the subject. They said that they have millions of emails right now where people are requesting an increase. So until they come up with a better way to get you the increase, then you'll just have to submit it through email. I also encourage you to fax it in because some people were getting a error notification as being undeliverable, but I would suggest that you fax it in as well because the address was coming back undeliverable. We don't know why, but sometimes they were responding to people, even though it was saying that the email was returned. Also, I want to go into PPP. If you got the loan the last time, remember that it is forgivable. Your time frame for it to be forgivable is not up. You can still do your forgiveness. And actually, around January the 20th, they are rolling out a new form, and it's a one-page certification for people who got less than $150,000 for PPP. So what you want to do is check with the institute that issued you the PPP loan. So I would contact them back, but you don't have to be in a rush about doing it. I'll give updates on that as well, but you can check with them. I would suggest that if you got the last round of PPP, to go back to that same institute where you got your first round, so that way hopefully they won't need as much documentation from you because they verified a lot of the information already and they're familiar with you in their system. Also, I wanted to remind you that SBA gives out other loans besides COVID relief loans. They have express bridge loans. They have Main Street lending. You can go on their website and look and see what the criteria is. Also, they have banks that they have a list of the banks that you can, lenders that you can partner with that will help you get your application done for some of their other programs that may be beneficial to your business, but it may not be COVID fund relief related. Also, the PPP is not for expansion. Even though they reduce the amount that you need for payroll, is reduced from 75% to 60%, but they have expanded what you can use the other 40% on. You can use it on software. You can use it on updating things that's within your organization, but not for expansion. But they have included more operational costs, such as utilities, rent, all of those things that will go into your 40% and your 60%. They are wanting to go towards payroll directly because that's what it stands for, payroll protection. Also, you want to stay abreast of what's going on by tuning into videos like this one, looking at people on YouTube, contacting your local SBA office, your local procurement center. You want to stay informed so that way you'll know what's going on, because a lot of people missed out last time because of the lack of information. So you want to make sure you are either connected or stay connected to people that have the information that you need. A lot of people missed out on ST Cares grant that was November the 2nd, because they was not in the loop. They was not aware. So what you want to do is make sure that you are staying in the loop. Also, during the pandemic, South Carolina is rolling out a new program. North Carolina, other states have similar programs. I don't have the name right now of the program for North Carolina, but the South Carolina Stay program is going to pay people's mortgage for 6 months. It's going to help people pay their rent for 6 months. So as a business owner, you can apply for these things, even though that you don't have a W-2, but you can supply documentation just like a W-2 worker. So if your business has seen a significant incline, I suggest you not let your ego get in the way and you get as much help and assistance as you possibly can. Stay calm. I know it's so easy. A lot of people are suffering from depression and anxiety right now, but you need to keep a level head so that way you don't bury your head under the covers and you essentially miss out on dollars that could have actually helped your business stay afloat. And I want people to get rid of that mentality of that they're good. We don't know what this is going to bring. We don't know how this second round is going to happen. We don't know if we're going to get shut back down. You don't know how long we're going to be shut down. So you need to be proactive rather than reactive and find yourself out of business. Also, if you have even your personal bills or your bills that your company may have, I would suggest that you talk to your creditors, and they may have where they can defer payments. And in some cases, they may even make your payment. So that means that your balance is coming down, even though you're not making a payment. So I would suggest you get in touch with everybody that you got bills with if you are, experiencing a financial difficulty personally, financially, or your business is taking a hit with the pandemic. So you want to be aware. Also, you want to be aware of scams and fraud. The government is really cracking down on that. They're going to catch up with people, and you do not want to be in that mix of people. Also, you don't want to share your business information with people that you do not know or should not be trusting, and they use your information to commit fraud. So just like people can use your identity right now, people are using people's business information because they don't have an established business to do fraud. So also, when you're filling out these forms, I suggest if it's an online form or a paper and pencil form, whatever your forms are, always take a screenshot or print it to a PDF. Keep it on file, because a lot of people did not remember what information they put into the EDIL system. Even though PPP will ask you for that, but when you're filling out that form, either write down your numbers, or I would highly suggest, if you're not techno savvy and you can't print to a PDF, I would suggest you take out your cell phone and take a picture of the screen. So that way, If some of those numbers are off or you made a mistake, you can identify your mistake if you're being held accountable for the numbers that you have reported. So I highly suggest that you take pictures of your screens, save copies of whatever you turn in. Also, the portal is going to be coming back open for unemployment, for self-employed people as well. So you want to make sure that you are very well covered during this difficult time. Also, check with your local government, your town government, if you have a city limits, and find out if there are any local grants that are related to COVID-19. Also, you may want to get somebody in your office or you yourself, I would say, spend at least a couple hours a week doing searches for grants or forgivable loans, or if you just need a straight out loan, I would suggest that you do that so that you will have more funding than you need in case this pandemic lasts a lot longer than any of us expect, and you still have bills coming at you that people aren't willing to waive. So I would highly encourage you to source for grants, source for loans, source for credit cards that will increase your safety net to get through this pandemic. If there are no questions, we're going to have another meeting on Friday through the SBA. So I'll come back on unless I get information in between time, I'll come back on next Friday and give you an update from the SBA meeting that'll be held this Friday. Don't forget that we have Worker to Boss in 120 days, and it's going to be held February the 6th from 10 o'clock to 2 p.m. You can go to workertobosses.com to sign up. And if you're interested in real estate investing, then we'll have a live seminar on February the 20th, which is also a Saturday, from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And we will have a live session to tell you how to get started with wholesaling, some of the government programs that's going to be for people that already have tenants that need assistance with getting their tenants to pay. How do you handle tenants during the pandemic? What these moratoriums mean to you and the rental business, as well as your fix and flip business. So it's going to give a lot of insight and updated information that goes on with rental stuff. And that conference is called Broke to Paid in 120 days. And if you want to sign up, it's broketopaid.com. Thank you.